What the court in this case so far has done is two things. Number one, it refused to give the plaintiffs, the Democrats, a delay in the election. So the districts that have been drawn are the districts that candidates are starting to file under and the districts that will be in place for the May primary and most likely the general election in November. So that was the primary remedy that the Democrats and the liberal groups wanted. They didn't get it, and there are lots of political consequences. You can see this in the wave of resignations or retirements on behalf of Democrats in the legislature and so on. They're sort of pessimistic in the short run about their political future. But what the court also did was not throw the lawsuit out entirely. I'm sure Republicans would have liked for the three-judge panel to say, never mind, we're not even going to hear this, we're throwing this all out before we hear the arguments. They didn't do that. I think that was unlikely they would ever do that. They did shrink the number of claims that would be adjudicated. I think maybe a third of the claims that were originally sought by the plaintiffs, I think, were tossed out. But honestly, most of these were not their strongest arguments. They were more general appeals to provisions of the state constitution that have never really been used to constrain redistricting. So they were asking the court to come up with entirely new rules and new standards, and the court wasn't going to certainly a lower court is not going to do that. So that was not particularly surprising. The Democrats said they didn't care these claims went away. The Republicans were ecstatic that the claims went away. I don't think it really mattered one way or the other. The main issue has to do with drawing districts that are intended to give minorities a good chance of winning House and Senate seats. That's really what it's about. The Democrats would like for the maps to be drawn where race is somewhat important, but not too much.